when looking at finance, real estate, gambling, and alcohol brands and influencer marketing, I think one of the most important things is, yes, the technology that we can provide with audience insights, so you can make sure you're hitting the right audience and that your audience is over a certain age, but also really making sure that you discuss these things with the client up front about what people can and cannot say in their influencer content. The more we can put in an agreement, the better. If we're able to say, do not give financial advice in an agreement, do not show excessive drinking in an agreement, then we can prevent those things from happening in content.
You have to just think about what are things that might come up. So influencers have to know all the guidelines, especially when you're working for a highly regulated campaign. There are so many rules and so many don'ts. So you want to make sure that you have the do's and really push on that. The way that you pose, the way you have to have the logo, or if you have to have a disclosure, whatever it might be, you have to be working and thinking about it all, talking with the influencers and saying, ask us any questions. If you're not sure how to pose or how to show something off, talk to us. We're here for you, and we'll get all the guidance that you need.
Regardless of all of the different restrictions and legal requirements in influencer marketing, there are still so many opportunities to come up with creative options. Influencers can create content that you wouldn't be able to come up with in an advertising room. You know, being able to bring in those different personalities and different creatives, you can come up with something that you never even thought was possible. And so I think that influencer marketing is just still a great choice, because even if there are those rules in place, you can get some content that you never thought you would have.
People forget that influencers are content creators. That is why they have their followers. That is why they're doing well. We're not following them just for their life. We want to see the types of photos that they're posting and creative ways that they're seeing the world. The times of content just being like, here's the product, you should check it out, are gone. There's a lot more to it, especially when it's highly regulated. You want to be a little more creative. Influencers do have concerns when there's a more highly regulated campaign, but that's where our account management comes in. That's where we really have to connect with the influencers and say, we are going to make sure that nothing gets flagged, everything's okay, just follow our guidelines. There are concerns, of course, because it's just a little more to it, but there's always a different way to connect with them and make them feel safe. Our team is really trained, and we have such great experience over the years. We've built relationships with the agencies, with the clients, and with these campaigns. So we have all this extensive knowledge of the do's and don'ts for something about alcohol or e-cigarettes or something that's a government-run agency, or even just food, just knowing the ages and people that can be in there. So there's a lot of knowledge that we have gotten from just experience in all these years that we've been in business.